I'm Frank.
And I'm Grant, and our idea for Field and Flame stemmed from our love for the outdoors and cooking. Based in northern Minnesota, we have such incredible resources available to us. From duck to deer and salmon to walleye, we truly have it all. Field and Flame is a show about our adventures in the field and cooking what we capture over the flame. Follow along each week as we explore something new and bring taste and flavor to every meal. Season 1 of Field and Flame TV is brought to you by Canine Health Forward, because every dog deserves this. On this episode of Field and Flame TV, we head east to Lake Michigan to chase the elusive Chinook salmon. These fish are big and they are fun. If we have any luck, Frank says he has a delicious recipe for Candied Salmon Bites. Jeff, I don't know what's of greater value, the amount of tiredness that's instilled in my body right now, or the level of darkness. It's dark out there.
It is dark.
And I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. But
this is what you got to do to get them, right?
Yeah, and to get them, we're talking Chinook salmon on Lake Michigan. That's the plan for today. It is very early, 4:15 right now. So, yeah. I don't know why these fish have to bite so early and so late, but we're here.
Yeah, they seem to have limited window of time that they feed morning and evening. So
right,
we're gonna throw out our gear, running flasher flies, maybe a meat rig, maybe a plug first thing in the morning, a spoon,
cool,
planer boards, gator boards, copper, lead core, trying to get our baits down. I mean, looks like we're marking a lot of fish.
We're
just sat down
there, yeah.
25 to 40, so I guess we'll target that first thing in the morning, then maybe slide them a little deeper.
Yeah, warm water, 70 degrees, a lot warmer than normally what you see here. So I don't know how that's going to impact the bite, but yeah, we're going to fish from sunup to close to sunset and put a full day here on Lake Michigan. Stick with us, hopefully it's going to be a good one. All right, so as Jeff said, we're going to run 2 dipsies, we're going to run 5 planer boards, and then we're going to run 2 downriggers as well. So on our downrigger rods, we're just doing straight braid with a flasher and a fly, maybe run a flasher and a meat rig. But again, we're gonna be targeting that upper levels of the water column, 30, 40 feet with pretty much everything, right? Our dipsies, our planer boards, and our downriggers. So we're just gonna set these right behind the boat and troll around, watch these with live scope. It's pretty fun to watch these fish come and interact with your baits on live scope as well. So yeah, early morning though, you got to get out here in the dark. You got to get set up. It's a challenge. You're tired, but hopefully a Chinook's gonna wake you up when it screams that drag. So a little bit different than Lake Superior fishing, but this is what Lake Michigan's all about. Mission rigger.
There we go. That's a king. Woo! Oh, he's on the surface. See him jumping back there?
Dude, oh. Yes!
I love rigger fish. You can feel the whole thing, you know?
You dirty dog.
He is
on the St. Croix Encore.
Why don't you turn the boat left a little bit?
Left?
Because he's flying over there. This is, oh my gosh. This is an adult. I was getting a little worried. I mean, it's only 5 a.m., but typically, when it's dark out and those glow patterns, oh my gosh, he just surfaced behind the boat.
Yeah,
he is 2 football fields back.
That fish went. That fish went.
384, it's going backwards, so it is back 600 feet. This is the 8-inch dual fin flasher by Gator Bait Tackle, Chill Wave. It's a super glow, so our glow is white. So in daylight, it's not like that milky glow that's kind of the industry standard. It is a crisp white plastic that has tons of glow pigment in it and really separates itself. Oh, we got a double here. Diver.
Jeff!
We are working a double.
No way, dude!
Well, that's the way to start it off, huh? I forgot my coffee, but when you get
Chinooks to wake you up, no way, dude. We got a double. This one doesn't feel, I don't know. It's hard to tell these huge, heavy dipsy rods. I'm not used to them, but your fish is just going berserk.
Yeah, mine's an adult. It's a big fish. Go that far.
All right, there's my dipsy, Jeff.
I guess I'm just gonna put it in the rod holder and
yeah, let's go. Or it's my slide diver.
Utilize the drag.
There we go, Jeff.
Stay on mindless.
He's coming over to the side.
He's
coming over to the side. That's big silver, Jeff. Oh.
Now he's coming to the back. I mean, you just never know.
No,
they gotta just let him go.
There we go, right at the back.
We'll make the adjustment,
right there, stick him.
I probably should have extended the net for this big guy.
Yes!
Great.
Yes, dude. Holy cow, Jeff! Oh my gosh! Jeff! Jeff! Look at that Chinook! Woo! Are you kidding me?
That is an awesome fish.
Dude! Look at how big that Chinook is! Holy cow! Buddy!
Nice.
That's why you come to Lake Michigan! Oh my goodness! That is a giant. Probably the biggest Chinook I've caught in my life. Holy cow, buddy, I need a break. I take the wind right out of you.
Tell me about it.
I guess I can't complain too much. Oh, Jeff, look at that fish. Holy cow. Dude, we just doubled up on...
Those are twins.
We just doubled up on 4-year-olds.
Right. You had to slow down the boat to
wow.
make sure we netted it cleanly and speed them back up.
That's pure adrenaline. And that's why you come to Lake Michigan. Like.
All right, this is a nice fish. This is the one I just caught in the downrigger. I mean, look at the chrome on it. That's why I love fishing in early and midsummer. I mean, these fish, we're gonna cut into this thing and have it for dinner. It is gonna be a beautiful fillet. Beautiful, big chrome. I'd have to imagine this is a 4-year-old. These are adult fish. I mean, absolutely. Look at the size of the head on that thing. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous fish.
All right, now with these fish, we have water that's approaching 70 degrees throughout the day today. May warm up to even higher, 72, 73. You know, a lot of boats like this, walleye style boats, have live wells, right? But that water that you're pumping in there it's 70, it's 71, 72 degrees, right? That's very, very warm for these fish. So the salmon that we're catching this morning, when we get them in the boat, we're cutting their gills to help them pump out their blood, and then we're getting them in the live well, but we don't put water in the live well. We fill it up with ice, right? We get these fish on ice. It keeps their meat so much better, so much more pure. If those fish get warm, their meat gets soggy, right? You go to touch it and your fingers just kind of sink into it, right? Kind of like applesauce. If you keep it cold, it stays a lot more firm and it helps improve the taste and texture of that meat. So get those things, bleed them out, get them on ice as quick as you can, especially in that July and August time frame when water temps are at their highest. Fish out! Jeff, that thing's not happy. That's not happy. The St. Croix Encore 9-foot medium heavy rod is getting put to the test. Look at this fish. Jeff, this is a real one. 250. Like this is a real one, Jeff. You don't get to experience this on Lake Superior. This is why you come to Lake Michigan. There it is, buddy. Oh, she got in some other lines. That's no surprise though, that's a long fish. For how that fish went on such a crazy run.
Yep.
That's a big fish, Jeff.
That is a very big fish.
Jeff. Holy cow, Jeff. Jeff, get that thing. Yes, dude! Look at how big that fish is.
That is a giant.
Dude, just hold it there. Look at how big that Chinook is. That is such a big fish. Oh my gosh, biggest Chinook of my life. We're gonna have about 3 hours of re-rigging to do here because it got in some other lines, but I don't care. That's a huge Chinook. Let's take a look at it. This Chinook is, oh, look at that fish. That's huge. On the downrigger, on the St. Croix Encore trolling rod. Look at that, gator bait tackle flashers. Wow, what a fish. What a fish. That's what Lake Michigan's all about right there. Mwah, wow. Big Chinooks. Chaos out here on the high seas. Look at that fish. I'm speechless. That's over 20. I mean, that's heavy. That's a big arm curl, dude. Oh, wow. It doesn't get any better. I'm speechless. There we go.
You were telling me to take the only meat rig off that we had.
You did get hit on a meat rig and a rigger.
The only one I got down.
That's cool, man. That's cool. On the St. Croix Encore.
He either doesn't know he's hooked or he's not as big, but that's all right, we'll take it. That rigger was down 40 feet, right at the thermocline.
There we go.
All right.
Look at that. Look at that fish. Another nice Chinook. Not a giant, but any Chinook out here is a bonus, right? That's what you're after. Those are fun fish. Nice one, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice one, buddy, on a meat rig. I've never run a meat rig in my life. What do you got on there, a little anchovy?
Yep, that's a piece of herring strip.
Herring strip.
The way a meat rig works, we like to run them on the fish blades because these dual fin fish blades have more tail kick. So there's a set of teasers, there's 3 flies, and then the closest to the flasher has the most action, and then about 3-foot lead down to a bait head. Oh. Everything green. This is a Megatrick Super Glow, 10-inch fish blade.
And that's about a 10-pound Chinook.
Yeah, nice
work,
fish.
dude. Nice. Those downrigger fish are fun. Those are your bonus fish, right? You don't have 200 feet or 200 yards of line out on your planer boards, right?
He got to the surface quick. And
he did. It's nice.
Got to fight him out.
That's nice. That's a great fish. Let's catch another one.
Yep.
It had been a few years since we tasted success on Lake Michigan, and it sure felt good. The live wells were full, and now it was time to fillet our catch and bring it to Frank, who had a recipe in store for us that took salmon to a bold new level.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Dang, man.
I had some speed on that one.
That looks nice.
That there is Lake Michigan King Salmon.
Nice and thick.
Big one. Yeah, we got some thickness to work with on this one. Probably 20, 25-pound fish. So
yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Some big salmon we're biting. You know, a lot of times you just catch a small one, so it's nice to change it up and get some big ones. But I don't know. What do you think? Nice looking fillet.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
What are we doing?
Well, we'll take the pin bones out of here first, and then I'm just gonna kind of chunk it up and make, I guess you could say, like a salmon burnt end maybe with our barbecue rub. Then I'm gonna make a honey butter glaze for it. Oh. We'll throw that on the pellet grill, and we'll make a chili crunch sour cream sauce, a little spicy to go with it, and it'll pair nicely, and it'll be delicious.
Feeling flame salmon burnt ends.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
And that's why I tell people this barbecue rub's just not for pork or ribs or anything like that. My favorite on salmon, because you got a granulated sugar in there already, which caramelizes nicely. And with this honey butter, it's going to be good.
That sounds next level.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
That sounds super good. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to do different stuff like what we're going to do here, right?
Yep.
I mean, salmon on the grill, this with some, herbs is good in itself, but it's fun to do something a little bit more complex like we're going to do here.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. This is gonna be good. I look forward to watching you work your magic here.
For sure, man. I'm excited to eat it.
Let's get it.
All right, I'm gonna start this glaze off here. It's just gonna be a honey butter glaze. Honey, butter, a little bit of orange juice. This up. We're gonna let that butter melt, hit it with some orange juice, and we're gonna add the honey. And we're just heating this up enough to emulsify the butter, get the orange juice incorporated. thicken up the sauce a little bit. And then that'll go over the salmon after it's seasoned once it's on the grill. All right, while that glaze is working there, I'm gonna cut up these green onions. This is just gonna be a garnish on top. Square them off a little bit. We're gonna cut these a little bit on the bias. This will add a little flavor on the bites, but mainly just a nice garnish. You can save these whites for another project if you're gonna make a stock or anything like that. Once all this is incorporated, you can see it's starting to foam up, which means it's gonna reduce a little bit, which we do want. We want it to be a little bit thicker. It's just honey, butter, and a little bit of that orange juice, so it doesn't take long for it to heat up and emulsify there. All right, so that glaze is done. We're also gonna make a little sauce for the bottom of the plate. We're gonna do this chili crunch with a little bit of sour cream. Get a nice stir in there. You want all those flavors coming out. It's got chili, some sesame, garlic, onion. And this is spicy, so it's gonna add another level of flavor. I'm gonna mix this up and we're gonna set this to the side. Let all these flavors meld and we're working on our fish. All right, so we're gonna get this fish opened up here. We're gonna pull the pin bones out and then we are gonna cube it up. Nice huge fillet, so super easy to pick out these pin bones. You can see them. I like just to press down a little bit, pop them out. Grab them with the pliers, pull them out. We're just gonna take the skin off here and then we will cube it up. Try to make them even for the most part, just so the cooking time's kind of the same. Smaller pieces on the belly will get done first. All right, so we're gonna take some yellow mustard here. This is just what you would call the binder. A little bit of that. This is gonna help the seasoning stay on. So we're gonna mix that up. Get it fully coated in that. Spread it out a little bit. We're gonna get the barbecue. Again, this has a granulated sugar in it. You can see when you get this, it's like a light tan color. That's a brown sugar that all the moisture has been taken out of. So it's just like a same consistency as granulated white sugar, but you get all the great flavors and the properties from the stickiness of it once it gets heated up and caramelizes too. It just blends well with the spices. And this is like a Memphis style barbecue rub, so it's a little sweeter with that sugar in it, but it has good all around flavor too. So it works super well with the salmon. And then we're gonna swap out these grills. We're gonna get the pellet grill up here and we're gonna get these on the rack and get them going. We're gonna hit it with nice glaze and just kind of let them go for a few minutes, re-glaze them and work our way through it. So we have these seasoned up. We got our glaze ready. The grill is nice and hot. We're just gonna place these on here throughout the grill. We're gonna run this grill about 375, 400 for these. Won't take long. We're gonna glaze them like every minute about. And we're also gonna turn them about halfway through or so. And we're gonna get this glaze on there. Not a lot. It's gonna coat it nice. It's gonna get a little hot and kind of go over it. So with this glaze and this higher heat, it's gonna caramelize really nice. That sugar is just gonna kind of crystallize a little bit on there, especially when we cool it after we let it sit. We're gonna plate it with that spicy sour cream. That's gonna pair well with the sweetness of the honey butter and the barbecue. But hitting them on here, turn them as they go, glaze them as you turn them, you're gonna get a super nice texture out of that. We are going to flip these and glaze again. You can see they're starting to kind of nice and shiny there. It's a little tedious, but and on the second glaze, I'm gonna crank up the heat and get these nice and crispy. As you can see, they're kind of starting to break apart here. They are smaller, so they're gonna cook faster. We're gonna give it a little more time though, because it's kind of just the ends and the smaller pieces. We're gonna get them a little longer on there and get them nice texture with that crispy glaze. We're gonna crank up the heat here at the end too. We're gonna jump it up to like 450 probably. All right, these are ready to go. We're gonna pull them off and kind of let them cool a little bit before we plate them, before we do the final plating anyways. This caramelization is gonna kind of crisp up a little bit when it cools. Hot sugar is still soft, so once this cools down a little bit, get a little crispier on the outside. It's gonna end up kind of being like candied salmon bites. And then when we let these cool down a little bit, we'll start on plating on the other plate here with our sauce that we made earlier. So this is our chili crunch sour cream sauce. We used a chili crunch, which has like chilies, garlic, sesame, and then it's got oil in there. And then we just mix that directly with our sour cream, so you get this cool little sauce. Super nice color, really good flavor, a little bit spicy. You can do it with the sour cream. You can do it with make mayo, make an aioli. You can do non-fat Greek yogurt, which I've done at home before for like grouse tacos with that on there. It's super good. But it's super good flavor. It's a little bit spicy. It's gonna pair well with the sweet salmon bites here. So we are gonna now take these and kind of place them in the middle here. And you can see as I'm grabbing them, they're kind of sticking together. They're getting a little sticky as they're cooling, getting nice and caramelized. And this is like a really cool little appetizer you can do at home with some salmon you have. Or if you want to make a meal out of it too, you could do a starch of some sort, some veggies. Really good on a salad. Kind of just pile them up here, leave some of the sauce on the edge for dipping. Something like that. We're just going to do the green onions kind of right on top. And right there you have our kind of burnt end little barbecue salmon bites with our honey butter glaze. Barbecue rub, really great on anything from pork, chicken. We did wild boar ribs before with it, which is really great, or fish too. Don't miss out on that. All right, man, it's ready.
Presentation, appearance, 10 out of 10.
Especially for being out in the woods. Yeah.
Very true.
Yep.
With our portable pellet grill here and the Camp Chef stove.
For sure.
I'm gonna predict it's gonna taste as good as it looks, because that's just,
I think it's gonna be
that's
better.
next level.
Yeah, no, it's good.
We got the texture, you can see the crispiness there. We got, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for. And that was a big chunk of salmon.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, I mean, we get a lot of food out of this, and this, like I said, super good appetizer, kind of picking around, or little starter, little entree you can do with it too, if you want to add some veg or starch or something with it. I mean, it's super versatile. Use it any way you want. It's a good family meal too. This sour cream, a little spicy. If you want to tone it down, you can do that too. But as we sit down, it's going to be good.
That's wild. It's crazy to think that that's king salmon from Lake Michigan.
For
right?
sure.
Like it's no one would ever guess that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, should we dig it out?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't want to ruin this. I want to take one of those.
No, take it right off the top.
We're doing it.
Get a little smear.
We're doing it.
What? It all works out really well. Even if you didn't even tell someone that was salmon, they probably wouldn't even know.
Dude, you have no idea.
That's super good. That barbecue rub, like I say all the time, everyone asks my favorite thing. That barbecue rub on salmon is one of the best things we have, I think.
Yeah, that barbecue rub is very, very good. That sauce has some kick to it. Texture, appearance, taste, flavor, like it's got it all. From a Lake Michigan king salmon.
For sure, right? No, this is
that's so cool.
Yeah,
dude.
this is great. I can't wait for other people to get to try this and try it out at home and kind of see what they think. And it's super easy to do, really fast, really simple, and everyone's gonna like it.
If there's one thing we've made that's like on top of the list in terms of flavor and taste, like
for sure, yeah.
Right? That's up there. You got to try this one.
100%.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.